All right, we're going to graph a circle for you now. Hopefully you have been presented with, or you've rearranged the equation in its vertex form. And if you haven't, make sure that you do that first, because it's a lot easier to figure things out when it's in vertex form. Once you have an equation for a circle in that form, all you have to do is look at the values of h, comma k, and that's going to tell you the center of the circle. So look at the value of h, look at the value of k. The center is nothing more than h, comma k. Finally, if you look at the radius, if you look at r squared in the equation, just take the square root of the number that you see, and that will tell you the radius. So when an equation is in vertex form, you'll have one number that is going to represent r squared, and then you take the square root of that number, and you've got the radius. Watch the video, I'll show you how we put this all together, and I'll see you afterwards. All right, well, what do we have here? Looks like we're going to be graphing some circles. All right, well, I see here that it says graph the following circle, and it gives me an equation. Boy, do I like this equation, and I'll tell you why. Everything that you see here is written in the general form for a circle. The general form for any circle is written as x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals the radius squared. So the way that this equation is set up, it's very clear to me where the center point is and how big the radius is. Because the center for an equation like this is the point h, comma k. Now you got to be a little bit careful, because notice that in the general form of the equation there's a minus sign here, but in the equation above it has a plus sign. Okay, so how do I interpret this? Well, the value of h is not going to be 2. It's going to be negative 2. Because if I had negative, negative, that would make a positive. So that's why the h value is negative 2. The k value is perfectly okay. You don't have to do that trick on this part of the equation. Here you can clearly see that k is equal to 1. So I'll just put a 1 here. So I know that wherever this circle is, the center is at negative 2, comma 1, which puts the circle right about here. Okay, that's the center of the circle. Okay, so now, how big a radius is this? Well, if I'm looking for the radius, okay, which is symbolized by the letter r, then all I need to do is take the square root of 9. Because if r squared is equal to 9, then r is equal to 3. So the radius for my circle is 3. So the easiest way to graph this now is to just go 3 units in all directions. So from the center, I'm going to go 3 units this way and plot a point. Then I'm going to go up 3 units this way and plot a point. Then I'm going to go over 3 units this way and plot a point. And guess what? I'm going to go down 3 units and plot a point. And with these 4 points, I can easily trace a circle. Now, don't make fun of me, because I'm probably not going to get a perfectly round circle. Notice how slow and careful I'm going, but I'll do my best here. Doing this freehand, people. And there you go. Hey, actually, that's pretty good if I do say so myself. I normally don't make circles that nice, but I'm kind of proud of that one. So there it is, people. That is a graph of the circle described in that equation. And if you need more practice, watch another video or rewatch this one until you get it. Good luck, and I will see you next time. All right, you just got done watching how to graph a circle. So make sure that you put the equation into vertex form, which is that x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals the radius squared. Once you have an equation in that format, everything gets real simple, because the center of that circle is the point h, comma k. The radius is r, and even though the general formula says r squared, all you have to do to find r is take the square root of that number. So if r squared was 25, then you know that the radius is 5, because the square root of 25 is 5. Simple enough. All right, if you need to watch the video again, please do so until you have this mastered, okay? I want to make sure that you do really well on your math test, and watch a couple of other videos if you need some more advice, okay? I'll see you next time.